All right. So
Desmegmatize.
Desmegmatize.
That too.
Hello, my beautiful crumb dumpsters. Thank you for tuning into In My Crumble Opinion. If you're new here, this is a podcast where I invite Bay Area drag performers and we talk the shit. We talk about Bay Area drag and beyond. And just to get right into it, my guest this week is the Beverly Chills. Oh my god! I feel really cool right now. Honestly,
You are really cool. Can we
no,
start off with
that's
that?
actually not true.
It might not be canon, but this is a canon event. Because am I the first, I'm drag adjacent. I'm a drag apologist. But I'm
Yeah.
am I the first, non-drag? Who, is that canon?
You are the first. That's true. Are you? She's over it. This is too much
She'll
talking.
come back, though. I believe
she
in my
will,
mind.
Yeah. You are our first not actively doing drag person, except was Florida Man actively doing drag when we had Florida Man?
Has Florida ever done drag? Is that?
Well, that's debatable. But
We're Oaklash number tour.
You're definitely our first DJ.
Oh my god, cool. I like that.
Right?
You should have more DJs.
Think about it.
I'll put that in the suggestion box.
Yeah.
I saw it outside.
Who should we have?
You should have Adam Crafts, Avi. That's my work hubby for Fake and Gay.
He's invited anytime.
No, he's great. Scorpio King. I think he's a triple Scorpio. I always forget, or I'm too drunk when he talks about it. But yeah, we love a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio rising.
Angel's a Scorpio. Sun.
Sun?
Are you any other Scorpio?
Not that I know of, just Sun.
I'm a triple Gemini.
Sean, Pearl Daddy's a Gemini.
Yes.
And
Pearl
he's
Daddy.
they're like a real good Gemini. They're a really good kisser too. Sorry.
I didn't know that actually.
We're just spilling Sean's tea on this podcast, season 2.
Did you watch?
I watched the Evian one.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Mm.
But I'm Sean's number one fan, so.
She spills her own tea, so.
No tea.
Yeah.
All tea.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. How did you start? Where did Beverly Chills begin?
I want to say 2007 when I was stealing Nylon magazines, subscriptions. My subscription of Nylon magazine, which was stealing it from the grocery aisle, the magazine aisle, and just going there monthly, just taking it and going. And then cutting it up into little collages that I still have. They're all up in our office. And just that whole indie sleaze era of the mid-aughts with Sky Ferrer when she had the long hair, Sleigh Bells, M83, Midnight City was my top track.
You're so fucking cool because I understood maybe 90% of what you said. I knew the word magazine and literally nothing else.
90%'s a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, hair. I think I said hair.
You did say hair. I knew that one too. That was part of it. Okay, so Nylon magazine.
Mm-hmm. Very indie music.
Are they still around?
They are. They're just about to come back to print because there wasn't any print magazines for a while, but a lot of the magazines are coming back to print. They're one of them. Super excited.
Cute. I have to look them up. Angel, I feel so uncool. So where did you get your name?
I got my name from, oh god, you might feel less uncool because this is such an obscure artist, but Ariel Pink had a song called Beverly Kills. We don't listen to Ariel Pink anymore. We know where he was at January 6th, if you know what I mean. I know. So we don't stan, but the Beverly Kills track is fab, and so that was my first drag name.
Okay.
And I was the first Beverly Kills. Apparently there was some queen from Down Under, but she didn't win, so I don't know her.
Yeah.
And then when I started performing as Beverly Kills, I started with the House of Towers. So it was I was birthed by Grace around the same time as Militia and Black Betty Towers and Anomalia, who also does Stank now at Powerhouse, that party, where it's Stinky Tinky.
We know.
We do.
I've never gone.
I've gone a couple times.
Yeah, I have friends that really like to go. Mm-hmm. We had a friend that was famously a runner-up, which actually kind of floored us because they are the sneakiest person we know. They should have won, but
I mean,
have
in San Francisco, we
yeah.
stink. I don't. Smell me. I want your
Oh my
adjectives.
God.
Describe her.
Sweet, musky. No,
Or-
not musky.
No, I love that. I love
You
like
love
a
it?
gender
Yeah, like a sweet
blender.
musk. Yeah, like a doe. I don't know.
A deer?
A deer.
A female deer. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, so you started with
I
House
started
of
with
Towers.
them.
How?
yeah.
What was the birthing experience like? Being birthed by Grace.
It was
Did she
cool.
put you in makeup, or what was the relationship like?
We never did. She never did any makeup on me. She gave me a bunch of tips because we would all get ready together for her Wednesday show, Dick at Night at Moby Dick. But so when I was Beverly Hills Towers, but I would just like it looked better Beverly Hills for the pun moment of it.
Yeah.
But when I would do it, when I would perform, I had really laid back like indie music, like Skyfer, Everything's Embarrassing, Charlie XCX, White Roses was like my big like baby queen track performance. And my response would be like, Beverly Hills just seems too aggressive. Like you just seem like a more lax girl. So I changed it to Beverly Hills. And the rest was really history. That was like my first experience of like, okay, I'm learning who I am, who this person is, and I'm adjusting. And I loved that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a relationship with Violet Chachki. Are they now part of your drag family? Or
There was a summer where like we hung out a couple times, and I would be like, "Oh my God, you're my drag mom now. We hang out. Like, oh my God," and like I feel like when her and I like key and we drink, it's very lovey-dovey and very cute, which not a lot of people get from Violet, but like I'm lucky, I guess. But I really went hard into telling people that I just decided for the both of us that she was my drag mom. But like it's now that I don't really do drag that much, it's like not that important to me. I did get a mothership, like a mother sponsorship. It's the Hunger Games. From Sasha Colby, which is cool.
Oh, what?
So I'm like Colby adjacent. And then I also, Darcy is like my drag mom sometimes too.
Oh. How did you get the Sasha Colby mother sponsorship?
The way I almost got Violet's, we were just like drinking in the club, and I asked, and Sasha said yes, so that's cool.
Will she remember? Like if we ran into Sasha, it's like, do you know who Beverly Hills is? She
I
would
think
say,
so.
like,
I think so. I think I'm on her like ambassador ponytail thing,
Yeah.
so that's cool.
So do you still consider yourself part of the Towers family? What?
I do. I had a bigger connection with Matt Picone, who a year ago passed away, unfortunately. I think about him all the time. There was one time I was like really, really drunk and had to throw up at the club, and I did it. I bodied that shit, and I heard his voice like in the like back like behind me being like, "Good girl, like you got this." And so that was really cool. I have a really great connection with Matt Picone and Adam Crafts because Matt introduced me and Adam, and that was a real big turning point in my whole life, let alone like my career, because I've had such an amazing career with Adam Kraft and Fake and Gay that like it gets me emotional just thinking about. But I have a good relationship with all the Towers girls. Like I love them to bits. Really happy with how the start of that came, but like to make it about me just for a second, because Militia that's the real star of the house. Like let's be fucking for real right now. It was meant to happen. I was like, there would be times where I'd be like hanging out at Matt Picone's place and being like really sappy, and I'd be like, oh my God, like thank you for everything. I wouldn't be Beverly Chills without you. And he was like, baby, you were gonna be doing this regardless. Like you were going to do this. And so I like reshaped my mind into like, thank you for like from thanking them for making me the person who I became into thank God I started doing this with y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like, is that similar with like the Cakes fam or your upbringing?
Yeah, it really is. It's, I've talked about my family before on this show, and just like, I really wouldn't be who I was, But on a certain, I have the sense to know that like at some point I was probably going to start drag and I was going to do it. But I can't really imagine what kind of drag queen I would be now if it wasn't for kind of like picking up, the family that I did along the way. So
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
thinking about that because it could get real deep and real like everything everywhere all at once
Yeah.
moment. Like it could be super. There's an alternate universe where like I'm doing hella tight every month, and I'm so grateful that.
hmm
Cheers.
yeah, cheers. Oh. The
Can I take these
alternate,
off?
yeah, you can take
Yeah,
those off. The
okay.
alternate universe is you doing hella tight. That sounds.
It's
and that-
spooky,
that's
right?
like,
It's spooky.
Is that your version of hell? Was that shade?
No, it's literally like my American Horror Story, like Coven. Like Madison Montgomery is just like having to deal with all that.
Yeah. Okay. Last question before we take a short break and get deeper into Beverly Chills. So you weren't living in the Bay Area for a while. So you started drag in the Bay Area,
Mhm.
and then you went away for a bit. I couldn't tell where you were. L.A.,
Right.
Arizona.
I was bouncing back and forth. So my base was in Arizona, Sedona, Arizona, to be exact, northern Arizona. And I would travel 80 miles, 2 hours every month to do my party chill pill with the
Mhm.
Arizona chill pillies who are still doing it. Like, I don't remember, like, I think we started that in like 2018 or 2019, but it's been going monthly ever since then. So Minx DeMilo, Salem V DeMilo, and Nico Sinrio are still keeping it strong, which is so fucking cool. Like, it's so wild to think that like I like low-key have a monthly party, but it's in a different state. But yeah, I started that while I was over there. I love those girls so much. And then I would kind of bounce to LA and SF a little bit to do like LA parties. I was hosting Rhonda a lot. I did a party called Summer Tramp with Ollywood, that like
Mhm.
British dude who's like bald and like hot.
Yeah.
And then I would come up to SF for some Rhondas and Fake and Gay.
You sound like you're living like a socialite life. Like, how did you meet all these people and connect? Like, what's your MO when you go out? Do people come up to you, or do you seek
They
out
come up
connections?
they come up to me now, but a lot of the times like I would see people that I wanted to get to know like online, or like I would be like, okay, this is someone that I need to know. I would get like a lot of like liquid courage and a lot of sniffy courage, and I would just like I would just be confident to be like, oh my god, hey, like I love what you do. Like I loved your most recent post, or like I love like this vibe. This party's been so sick. I'm Beverly Chills. Nice to meet you. And I don't know. That's been my favorite part. I always say this, like if I was the last girl on earth and I'd wake up in the morning, like I wouldn't put on makeup. I'd probably listen to music, but I wouldn't get all dolled up to go out, because like my favorite part about it is like interacting with other people.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna take a short break, and we're gonna learn more about everything. So stay tuned. Welcome back. I'm here with Beverly Chills. Hopefully you enjoyed that commercial. If we didn't have a commercial and it was just the title card, that just means that someone out there needs to sponsor us. What kind of sponsors are we looking for? I don't know. Perfume? Beverly Chills smells so good. I never wear perfume. Are you wearing like a specific scent, or is it just like
Let me
natural?
see. It's in here. I always forget what it is. I think like a good commercial would be Fake and Gay, like my part, like not my
Oh,
party.
yeah.
It is like canonically Adam's party. I just show up and I hang out.
Mhm.
Flower Bomb, Victor and Rolf. It's almost out. But
Oh,
I like that.
Flower Bomb. I am
Yeah.
familiar with that one.
Musky dough. Yeah.
I think actually randomly, I feel like I got like a email from Victor and Rolf asking if I wanted to be like a influencer or like ambassador for a fragrance.
I love
I'm just
that.
like, oh, I mean, like, sure, yeah, I'll apply, but it's like an application. I wasn't like really asked. I mean,
It's a scam.
It's a scam. I was just like, what is this scam? Whereas like that'd be sickening.
No, 100%. Like Flower Bomb's really having a moment right now.
Yeah.
Who did? I think Poppy, like the Crystal Mess's
Yeah.
what's that, Snatch Game?
Yes.
She did a campaign for them.
Was Poppy canceled or Poppy uncanceled? No, Poppy was never
What'd she
canceled.
do? She
I
has
don't-
a song with Diplo,
Yeah.
but who doesn't?
Angel was really into Poppy.
I was. It was Poppy's producer. He like had
Titanic?
I think no.
Okay.
Her like first producer.
Mhm.
He was working with like a previous like like post-apocalypse robot pop girl.
Was it Mars, Argo?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I think it's Titanic. Titanic is the one who's canceled, I think.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah. It was
Poppy's fine.
yeah. We
Poppy's
saw
fine.
Poppy in Sacramento because she's having this whole like metal kick right now.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Was Crystal Method's impression of Poppy good?
I vaguely remember it. Like, it's very like, so if I was on Drag Race, I would do Lana, which I'm gagged that they haven't done Lana yet.
Yeah, have they
You know?
not?
Not
None of the
that
friends?
I've,
Okay.
I don't think so. But
Who's your backup?
backup, it was gonna be Emma Roberts, but like I don't know. And then I remember auditioning once, and it was I did Lindsay Lohan and Angeline. I don't remember what my third one was because I think you're supposed to have 3, but I did those 2, and it was, oh god, I don't have the footage anymore. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Actually, I auditioned once, and
But I did like Crystal's because, like, if I was gonna do Lana, I would do SNL Lana, which is from years back. She did Poppy, which was from a few years back. You got to do, if you want to do it right, which like wasn't that the season where like everyone kind of tanked or no?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
because Gigi did Sophie the Robot, not Slade.
it did say Yeah.
I'm thinking of like the Willow Pill season.
that one. Everyone bombed.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
like brought like the lip sync Lollapalooza. So I
Yeah.
guess like
Deja's guy
It
was
worked.
good. People
Deja was the
downplayed.
only one.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. People downplayed how well she did. It was like, well, everybody was bad. Of course, Deja was good, but actually, I think Deja was just like
I love
good.
Deja.
Yeah,
I think Deja's fab as fuck. But I think that Crystal did okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that I would bomb it because I'm funny, but like RuPaul's right. Sorry,
Yeah.
Gassy. RuPaul's right there. I could not be funny. I could not. I'm sorry. I'm almost 10 years in the game, and I just.
but if
it's
you're
not in
Lana, I
me.
mean, like that would be in character.
I mean, yeah, I'm Lana's daughter. Saturn, when she introduced me at Outside Lands, was like, "This is Lana's daughter, Beverly Chills," and then there was like a little meet and greet moment where people wanted to say thanks for the set after my set, and someone was like, "Wait, are you actually Lana's daughter?" And I was like, "You're fucked up. Like, you were drunk. I love that." And yes, well, yes,
Yeah. Well, yes. I auditioned once, and one of my Snatch games was Sophie Anderson. And I've
Oh
been
my
thinking about like,
God.
oh, should I release the footage of that? You know, as
Were you
some sort of
funny?
memorial. I think it was pretty funny.
Do you have huge knockers?
Yes, it was in my breastplate era. I tried it out,
Oh my god.
but it was like the breastplate was like 5 or 6 shades way too light, so it just looked
Do you have a foreskin turtleneck moment?
exact.
Or-
Yeah, it was a turtle. I cut it down because I was just like, I can't
Good girl.
deal with that. But
I hate
Um,
when I see a turtleneck of a breastplate. There's one of
Yeah.
the new queens that's like in like I saw like the first like snippet of season 16.
oh, is it? She's the one that was canceled
James
for.
Somerton.
No, it's not plain Jane.
Not plain Jane. I
It's,
thought she had.
say that again.
I was making a joke, a YouTube inside joke, that it was James Somerton wearing a turtleneck.
Wait,
James
which
Somerton
one's
does wear.
James Somerton again?
He just got canceled for plagiarism. He was like
Which
a
one is
queer
that?
media.
Oh wait, the bald one with the glasses who's like really
Yes.
moody.
Yes.
Yes.
Plagiarism?
Oh,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a 4-hour.
Oh, we're gonna send it to you. Do you
Oh
like-
please, no!
yeah.
I fall asleep to that shit.
Yeah.
but
It
I
is-
actually liked his stuff. But
I
uh-oh.
didn't.
It was just really moody.
Well, like, because he was using other people's content and delivering it with his tone. You know.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah. You need to watch it though. It
Okay,
is.
for
It is kind of.
sure.
It's like basically By Sister for
Oh,
like
word.
YouTube essayists.
Wait, so like were they friends and then a falling out? Or...
No, but they're like I think there's a whole cohort of people that kind of do like media essays on YouTube, and
Oh,
I think
I'm obsessed.
yeah.
Do you watch
yes,
I love Defunctland. I love Offhand Disney. Film theory is really cool too.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's just a theory, a film theory. That one's really good. Ryan Hollinger does really good like horror retrospectives of like movies too, which is really good. Yeah.
Would you make a YouTube playlist for our viewers?
Oh my god,
For
yeah.
our Patreon? Okay.
It would take me 20 minutes.
I think I found the Queen with the turtleneck breastplate is a mandatory meeting.
And I'm sure she's amazing, and I can't wait. I think all drag's valid. Wait, what do the spooky twins say? It's like, we're not here to critique. We're not here to judge your drag. Artists subjective.
As it pertains to
Right, literally, they're literally both the Swedish Chef and a
Yeah.
gag.
Okay, so I was mentioning last week we had Elsa Touche, who's like an icon and legend. I look up to her.
Yeah, she's
But
fab.
she said to me, she's like, now I'm a cool girl. Like, to me, thinking like I was cool. I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Am I a cool girl now? Like I don't know what to do with myself.
Absolutely not. I have
You
like
have to.
I have
Okay.
debilitating
Yeah.
like imposter syndrome. I will never think of myself as cool. Although I do think of myself as better than other people a lot, which I guess is like a version. No,
You can walk and chew gum at the same time.
that's right. Well,
But you're a
I did-
Gemini. You're
yeah.
a Gemini. Like, why aren't you like sadistically delusional?
I am in some ways, but I don't know. Well, not with this project. But I did.
I think you're killing it.
Okay,
I think
thank
she's
you.
taking it. Audience.
You want more?
Yeah, duh.
Oh yeah.
But audience, don't y'all think that Phoebe is fucking doing the damn thing? Audience, like,
Oh.
aren't y'all dating her? Shit.
But I did tell her, I was like, well,
Are they not
actually,
supposed to speak? Did you tell them not to speak?
yeah, please be quiet. Yeah. But I did tell her that I was gonna have you as my next guest, and I was just like, now I think I would be a cool girl. So
Okay, maybe I have the same delusion because, like, when I hear that I'm cool, I'm just like, I am like the nerdiest, like, the way that, like, okay, so I have this, like, preconceived, like, some people before knowing me right now know that I'm, like, friends with famous people. And that's just because I'm a nerd and I talk to them about, like, their cool new project that they're doing. And I become their friends by being, like, the fun, like, sparkly Cher Horowitz Pisces that I have created to be for myself. Like, it's very fake it till you make it, but then, like, when I'm told that I'm cool, and now that people are, like, starting to come up to me in a way that I was coming up to people when I first started and, like, still kind of do low-key, it's mind-boggling. So I get
Yeah.
that.
I don't even go to a party in if someone invites me to a party in San Francisco, my first question is like, is Beverly Chills going to be there?
Probably,
Because if
girl.
you're not,
I have
it's
an
like, it's probably
addiction.
not good. Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
what's a party that you've gone to where we've seen each other? And
Actually,
it can't
only
be Colin's house.
Collins.
Okay,
that's the only one
We
I
do
go to.
love. I mean,
yeah,
that's
people
so
always tell
valid.
me go to Rhonda, and Rhonda's tight.
Have you
You
been yet?
said no. I've
Oh my
never
God,
been to
go. Go. We'll book you to host.
Rhonda. Okay.
Yeah, and then you can come
What
up
does
while
that
I'm
mean?
DJing. You show up. You get drink tickets and a guest list, and not everyone can do it. A lot of people suck at it right now. I'm not gonna name names because I can't really. If
You're
you're
not bringing people.
they're not bringing people. They're not impactful enough for me to like be so quick to be like, this person's like kind of fumbling the bag.
Yeah.
But there is an art to hosting. I know that it seems like the easiest thing to do in the world, but like there's really an art to finessing like the look that you're going to present, like the guest list of people that are going to bring a certain vibe. Like, is your guest list like gonna want either like a bottle or drink tickets? If they want a bottle, do they want vodka or tequila? Like, there's just like there's a certain curation to it that like, I mean, I can name names of people who are doing a really good job at it. Sean Pearl Daddy is like the host wrangler for Rhonda and is killing it. When we do have Evian host, she's fabulous. Evian's fucking great at everything, though.
Mhm.
It's really annoying, but I love her so much. Papa Zanny, who's also a DJ, does DigiDivas. I'm a resident DJ for their party, is killing it as well. We brought her to LA for the LA Ronda, and she like absolutely served. I was like, here's Slater, here's Spice from RuPaul's Drag Race, here's Gia Woods. They're all gonna love you, and they did. But it's a curation. It's like a certain craft because, especially in nightlife can get so dangerous and so like people can be out of their element from like the libations that we like partake in, where it can get really dark really quick. So like as far as the curation of the vibe is like very key.
Yeah. Nice.
Mhm.
Okay, well now I know
Gospel
how
Princess is really good at it too,
Yeah.
and her party at Driftwood, which is key,
Mhm.
is very fab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now I think I know how to do it.
I
okay,
think you
sign
can
me
do
up.
it.
I think I
yeah.
can do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring the
You're gonna
worst
bring,
people.
bring the boyfriends.
yeah, all two of them. Okay, so
Are there two now? I don't think there's two. I think there's more. I think you're holding out on us.
well, as far as the two that are present, no, there's
Gotcha,
only
gotcha.
two. Okay,
for
so
sure. Sorry, I'm
yeah.
spilling the tea now.
We were at a party once, Juicy Fruit at what's the name of the wine bar?
Bar part time.
Bar Part Time. That was
Mhm.
cute. And someone had like dropped a glass on the floor, and I was next to you, and you're like, ah! And you're like, oh, I was like, oh, what's wrong, Beverly? And you're like, I had a flashback. When I was a demon twink, I used to drop glass on the floor all the time.
All the time at the Mix in the Castro.
Yeah.
Like those pints that they would give you. I would just like, oh, and then there were a couple times at, not at the Stud, I think it was at Powerhouse, but it was always on like, not gravel, but like cement. What am I at? Like some like festival rave or like
Yeah.
gravel? Okay. Yeah, all the time because my hands would just get so sweaty from like all the coke that I was ingesting, and then I would just
Yeah.
like spill it,
Yeah.
and then I'd be like, oh, that's not me. Oh, I hated my twink era so much. But
What was the most demonic thing you've done? You did.
it was at the Stud in 2017. This was a year into my drag career, and I brought the Rue Girls were in town for their what's their Christmas show that they do? What's it called?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
It's a drag queen Christmas, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna burp again, so if I do it, I'm sorry. Did it. And so Naomi was in town, and I was like, come to the Stud, come hang out. And it was during a something, which I miss somethings so much. They were really fun. And we meet up there and we hang out, we key, we vibe. And I'm like so excited that I brought these girls in, like, oh my God. And it was also around the time where everyone had the Lumi phone case that lit up. You press the button in the back.
Oh
and it
yeah,
lights
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Bring back Lumis. Like, please, that'd be so fab. Anyway, so we were all like taking selfies with the Lumis, which like actually don't bring Lumis back because that is actually embarrassing. It lights up and it's just like it was very 20. It was very
Yeah.
King Kylie era, like
Mhm.
Snapchat, all that. Anyway, so we're just like feeling ourselves and like everyone's like, "Oh my God, you brought Naomi. That's so cool." I'm like, "I know, right?" And then the DJ plays like a Charlie XCX song, so I like immediately dart to the DJ area, which is behind at the time for the Stud
Mhm.
was behind the green room.
Oh, okay.
And so I go up there, I'm like, oh my God, I love this vibe. I love you. Oh my God, there's this Charlie edit that I found on SoundCloud. I have to show it to you. And I think that I'm unplugging his headphones to listen to my music, and I unplug his DJ board. Or I unplug whatever cord like stops the music. Like, oh my God, I can see it. Oh my God. It was oh God, yeah. I love telling the story because I like to feel those vibes because it reminds me like you were this demon twink and like look at you now, bitch. I'm fucking proud of you. So he throws me out of the DJ room and I like lose my footing and I fall back and I land on Glamma.
Oh my God.
I land on Glamma and Glamma's like, "Are you okay, sweetie?" And I black out. I black out and I wake up like and like we're like king and like we're just hanging out in Naomi's like hotel room and I realized that I left my phone in the lift from the Stud to the hotel room and guess who helps me find my phone? You probably won't. It's Latrice Royale.
Ah!
It's just like it's one of the most embarrassing and like sadly iconic nights of my life. I wish it didn't happen. It happened. I'm grateful for it because I feel like those embarrassing moments kind of tell you like, girl, something's got to change.
Yeah.
And that was in 2017, so there was a few more years of me being like demon twink. A lot more stories to be had once I remember them. And then COVID happened. We watched Veneno, and I was like, "Oh, I'm a doll."
Yeah.
And then like the whole world opened up in such a beautiful way, and I still find times to be like a little crazy girl in the clubs, but I feel like I have a better head on my shoulders for sure.
That actually was a very beautiful story.
Isn't it so stupid?
It's stupid.
though?
It's really funny, but like, wow, what a moral at the end of the story. It's good.
There's got to be like
Watch Veneno.
Oh my god! If you haven't, watch it. And then also, there's a new project that they started. I forgot the name of it, but it just started. I don't know where it's on streaming, but look up the creators of Veneno and then check up their IMDb. That's how I do it. If I really like something, I'll look at the creators and like the director of photography and like the cast, and then I'll go to IMDb and it's like right there.
Okay, confession. Actually, that's one of the things that I didn't watch during the pandemic.
Is Veneno?
Yeah.
Have you?
No. But like now that you mention it, it's like as soon as you leave, I'm
Get
gonna
ready
put
to
it on.
cry. You better hydrate.
Oh, I'm ready to cry. I love crying.
Not just tap water. I mean, Bay Area tap water is king,
Mm-hmm.
but when it comes to crying, I coconut water because like you gotta lube up the tears a little bit.
I have my coconut water ready.
Slap.
Okay, not to change subjects. But you mentioned Fake and Gay. Are you not a producer, or you are a producer? What is your relationship to Fake and Gay?
I'm not an event producer, no. So I'm like a resident. I've been there since the beginning. I've been like more of like a visual influencer with Fake and Gay.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the past like year and a half of DJing solo, I've been brought on more to DJ Fake and Gay. So I've worn a lot of hats with Fake and Gay,
Mm-hmm.
but I've like told Adam like, oh my god, you should like book this person or book that person. But ultimately, like that's like Adam's vision, and like we got in a fight before about it where I was like, so at the beginning of Fake and Gay, the top of the flyer would say Adam Kraft and Sarah Slay present, and I'm like, Sarah Slay, which is Adam Kraft's like DJ or drag persona. This bitch is never at these.
We have a nickname for Sarah Slay. We call her Serious Sally.
Oh no! Ew, that laugh. Okay.
Yeah, but no, Sarah
Serious
Slay.
Sally.
Sarah Slay.
Wow, when did that? How long has that been going on?
Oh, I don't know.
Whatever.
I think it just came up.
One of us just was misremembering the name. I thought it was Serious
Sally.
Sally.
That sounds like a demented doll from the 80s. Well, Adam Kraft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Adam Kraft and Serious Slay.
Serious
Sally present Fake and Gay.
And
Okay.
I felt like I was crushing it. This was during Demon Twink eras.
Mhm.
And we had a fight at the Stud at one of the shows where I was like, it says Adam Kraft and Sarah Slay present. I haven't seen that bitch ever come to these shows, but I'm always here. It just say Adam Kraft and Beverly Chills. And like, I just was really in this era of like feeling like I was working really hard, so I deserved whatever I said.
Mm-hmm.
And Adam kind of brought me back down to reality and was like, said some real shit. And it kind of like woke me up and was like, whoa, like I have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. Like, it's booking these kinds of artists, you have like, you're not even talking to the artist, you're talking to the manager, and like there's just all it's a whole numbers game before it's even like a talent booking game. And the minute that I realized that or understood what all that was, I was like, I could not do that. Like I've been an event producer before, and I'm on the team that does Squish SF, which is Nonsuit, Steven at Nonsuit, and Matthew Lindgren at Like Holy Wine, who's one of the More Boys as well.
Mm-hmm.
Love these boys so much, and I'm starting to like learn like the ropes of like what being a talent booker and being an event producer like, and it's so intense. It's so much more than like, I mean, it's also, I'm not discrediting any of the drag artists that are event producers. Y'all rock it, y'all body that shit too, but it's a lot more than just like hitting up one of your favorite local girls and being like on an Insta DM and being like, hey, would you be interested in doing the show? It's like you're emailing another talent booker to email their friend who is like who works in the agency that books these artists. Like it's crazy, especially for like these like pop stars and like DJs that are like signed to like these labels and stuff. It's such a who you know, how to present to this specific person. And when I realized that, I was like, oh, I'm totally overstepping. Like I'm asking for way more than I'm even capable of. But also like I'm really thankful to have that like fight, I guess, or argument with Adam where he
Mhm.
kind of like brought me down to reality, because it when you fight with someone that you really care about, I feel like it goes either two ways. Like y'all both realize that it's just not going to work out, and like y'all just don't really vibe in that way,
Mhm.
or it builds the friendship even more.
Yeah.
And I'm down for it, you know, like
Mhm.
I'm down for the mess because it builds the connection that you have with the other person, or it builds yourself in a way that's like, okay, this is what I need more of in my life, or this is what I can refrain from a little bit more too.
Wow.
My God, I'm like, why?
Well, you
Uh,
we're learning so much. We're
I
learning about
guess.
you, and you're giving lessons. This is good.
That's cool.
Yeah. You now primarily do DJing. You've kind of stepped away from drag. What was that transition like? What was your deliberation process, or what was that process like, becoming more of a DJ than a drag performer?
It was bittersweet.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, because I loved performing. There wasn't really an era, or at least like not a big era, where I was like, fuck this shit, I can't do this anymore. There was a realization that I didn't want to do it in the way that I was doing it forever. Like I really can't imagine being 45, waiting outside the club at 2 a.m. and waiting for like my $40 in cash.
Mm.
Which like is a reality. It definitely was a reality like pre-Drag Race, and it is in some areas in the country and the world.
So money was part of it, maybe.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, and the time commitment.
The time commitment, and also like for me personally, doing it so often led to a burnout where I was like, what am I really presenting, especially like being like a white person in the scene. Like there's so much, and also being a white person that has like clout, I guess. Oh, I hate that word, but like for lack of a better word, so people are like listening to what I say, people are listening to what I present, and if I'm just constantly just doing like pop shit and not using my privilege as a white person that people are more inclined to listen to, there was just a moment where I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And then DJing just came really easy to me because I've been such a playlist maker ever since like MySpace. Were you like on MySpace? Were you?
I aged out a little bit. I was in college when MySpace became. Well, I think I had already graduated from college. Anyways, yeah, I was on MySpace. I had Regina Spektor as like my autoplay song. But that was it. That was my experience with MySpace. Regina Spektor.
I like learned how to code on MySpace, like HTML.
Oh, I learned how to cut and paste codes. MySpace was crazy. My computer would crash every time I would open MySpace.
Because they're just like there's so
too
much loaded
yeah.
in your About Me, you know.
Yeah.
But I coded in a way where like my playlist was fat AF. I put it on shuffle, and then I coded it to where you like it was hidden. So each time that you like refresh my page, like a new hidden song would play on shuffle or whatever. So I was just always like really mindful of like curating a vibe with music. And then when I started to learn what DJing was, I was like, oh shit, I'm low-key made for this. I'm really excited. And then I just kind of hit the ground running with that. But I do drag every once in a while. And thankfully, because DJing has been a more secure career for me in queer nightlife, I've been able to be more intentional when I do perform. I just performed at Bushwig in New York, in Brooklyn, and that was really fun. And those moments of like coming back to performing, because I feel like drag or DJing is performing as well.
Yeah.
You know, like, but there's no like I can kind of give nothing, kind of just like bob my head and like listen, turn some knobs and like do my shit without dropping it to a split and like and they're still like gagged at the end of it, as to where like I know that I'm not like a exuberantly physical performer when I do drag, that like that kind of got in my head too, where like then I'll watch like a family member like Militia or Nikki Jizz, who who are like movers. They're shakers, you know what? Like so fucking fab. And I would get in my head a little bit about like not being able to give that same kind of
Yeah.
like essence and like prowess on stage. But then I like realized what could change from that, and then like the whole DJing thing came like took off, and I love it.
Nice.
Yeah, I like wearing hats.
Like literally wearing hats? Or
No, I mean,
just
like, I like
like Evian,
this is a
like having
headband.
many talents.
Yeah, like Evian.
Yeah. Okay, so last thing, and then we'll take a break. Actually, a few more questions.
Mhm.
Finish out this DJ conversation. So, what is a piece of advice you would give to someone that wants to become a DJ? Just one. Piece of advice.
Wait, just one?
Okay, no. Do
Wait,
as
can
much
I
as you
do
want.
ABC? I'll do
Yeah,
ABC.
do
But
ABC.
they'll be brief.
Yeah.
A, do it. Don't let anyone tell you that there's too many DJs right now. Like, is that true? Yes. But there's too many drag artists too. And there's too many event producers. But just the same, there's only one you. And if you really want to do something, if you want to be like an audio engineer, if you don't even want to do like DJ ship, but you want to like work with DJs as far as making the sound correct, because you go to a certain club and you're like, this could be bumping a lot more, or like, oh, there could be more bass. Like, you're an audio engineer, babes. Fucking do it.
Wait, is sorry, not to interrupt you, but is your origin story becoming DJ is like you needed to learn what to unplug when you went to a DJ, but it's like, oh, I don't know what to unplug.
Yeah, I needed to unplug like the demon twink inside me. Yeah, that's what I needed to unplug.
Yeah. Okay.
Do it. B, do your research. So for me personally, when I first started DJing, my friend Stacy Christine, who does Bears in Space in LA, who we love, recommended me to watch the documentaries about Paradise Garage in New York. That will be a part of the playlist. Oh my god, I'm so like brand ambassador right now. And it's this like iconic club that like originated house, like with like the Black and POC like originators of house music, and it's a must watch when it comes to like being a DJ, or at least starting it out too.
No, careful.
Bubbo.
Oh my god, baby.
What's his name again?
Icarus.
Icarus, you
Oh,
want to be over here?
she's getting all up in the chords. Okay,
That's okay.
she's fine.
I'm a dog person, period, through and through. Hi Oscar, are you watching? Are you watching, Oscar? Mommy loves you. We're probably cuddling together watching
Yeah.
this. Actually. And C, just freak it. Make mistakes. Fuck it up. Like, don't be afraid to like clang, which is like when like a song doesn't match with the other song, like as far as like the beats per minute, whatever.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to do not unplug anyone else's fucking. Don't do me. Don't do what Demon Twink did. Okay. But fuck it up for yourself. Fuck it up for yourself and for your set, because that's where like the true like boot camp really lies. Is just like knowing the rules, which you learn from B, to then do C, learn the rules so you know how to break them. Yeah.
Good.
That was so lengthy.
Okay,
I'm
two
sorry.
more questions. Who's your favorite DJ? Well, sorry, no. Where's your favorite place to DJ?
Currently right now, just for the sound, Monarch, downstairs at Monarch, which is on 6th and Mission. They have a really great sound system. Also, the Great Northern has a really good sound system.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of fun DJing Boiler Room at the Midway. And then also Outside Lands had a really good sound system, but who knows when I'll play Outside Lands next.
Probably next year.
I would love. I mean, I'm always
Okay,
down.
we're gonna talk about this off camera. Okay, cool. We'll make
Wait,
sure
is
that
it a Patreon exclusive?
No, we'll maybe no.
I want
we'll
to talk
turn the camera-
shit.
Okay,
Can we talk shit?
we could talk shit.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Last question. What was your worst DJing experience? Where was it? Why was it bad?
Wow. This whole year has been so cool. Like,
Yeah.
as far as thinking of like, say which one? Oh, Skylark. Yeah. Okay. So there's I was recommended to do a gig at Skylark, which is on 16th of Valencia. Have you been?
No.
No. It's right next to Mother Bar, which used to be Bond Bar, but now it's Mother Bar. Lesbian bars, we love it. Go to there, spend your money. Mother Bar, go to Mother Bar. I went to Skylark once, and it was not the greatest. The sound system sounded like doo-doo bubble farts. There was one moment when so it was like a drag show on a random Friday night. It was like cocktail or like happy hour time.
Okay.
And this one performer, and it was during twin set time, so me and Mitchell were kind of just like, fuck, this sounds like shit. What are we gonna do? Because we couldn't do anything about like a busted speaker, right? And so like this performer comes out, and they're doing like this like sword like balancing act, and they look up at the DJ at us, and they're like, this sounds like shit. And then they go into the crowd, and then they come back, and like they have like the sword in their mouth, and we're just like, what the fuck is happening? It also was so hot in there that Mitchell fainted, like passed out and like slammed his head like, and like, don't be embarrassed, Mitchell. It's an iconic story. You bodied that. We went out for drinks later. That was a fun era, but that was also like one of my worst experiences. Just as far as like the sound is so crucial to like a drag show, nonetheless. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Also,
if you can hear yourself lip syncing, it's the worst.
No, if you can hear yourself like,
yeah,
I'm like, oh my god, like, no, it's so bad.
Yeah.
But that's half our fault. Actually, no. Sometimes it's your fault, drag performers. Like, you need. Don't ask me to do it because I'm not going to do it. But you need a DJ or audio friend to master your track that you got from YouTube to MP3.
Yeah.
I love you so much. Keep doing what you're doing because it's impactful and it's important. Drag is political. Doing drag good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna take another break. When we get back, we have even more. Oh my god.
We do?
Yeah. All right.
Desmegmatize. That too. Wait, no, actually don't.
No, yes.
Keep that shit in.
No.
This used to be white. No, destigmatize drug use. Like, Coachina's been doing such an awesome job at like normalizing the fact that there are like drugs in the clubs. Like, that's not even a queer thing. That's just like an every club in the fucking world thing.
Yeah.
And like being prepared for like an overdose, like being like, oh god, like I'm gooning at our queer community because we're just so fucking cool. Like, we're just doing really cool shit. I'm really proud of us.
Yeah. I goon for you, community.
Goon for you. We're queening out.
Yeah.
We queen out to you.
So this next segment, we're just going to do a year in review because this is probably going to come out in and around New Year's, right? Because, yes, math, calendars. So I'm just going to name something, a big Bay Area drag event that happened, and then maybe just like one or two sentences about your experience with that, how you feel about it.
Okay.
And maybe you didn't even
Maybe I
care,
didn't even
even care or go, yeah. Okay, so High Prince X pageant. That was early.
I went to the second week.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I went to the first week because I really do love a Q&A.
Mm-hmm.
I like an on-the-spot Q&A where like the queens don't know their questions beforehand because it's like, what are they gonna say? But I went to the second week and I was floored. I loved a lot of that shit. Kai Kai was definitely the winning number in my eyes. But also Alpha Andromeda, just like that Terry Mugler, like streamlined black and white, like. Are you human? Bitch, also, I've been an Alpha stan for, like, as long as she started. She's always had, like, a really cool vision. I feel like she's really cool.
Yeah.
She's not SF, right? She's
San Jose.
San Jose girls, they can get it.
Yeah.
They're really cool.
Really cool. Alpha is one of those rare, it's just, like, it's fashion and also camp.
It's
You know,
fashion.
it's
Yeah. Wait,
but I mean
burped.
it.
No, fashion, like,
Mm-hmm.
and, like, also, like, I feel like there's a lot of, like, fashion queens that, like, there's, like, a Venn diagram connection of, like, fashion queens that do, like, girl makeup at the same time, like,
Mhm.
i.e., Naomi Plastique,
Mhm.
and like Alpha like overlines the lip and skinnifies the nose in a way that like is drag
Drag.
to me. Like it's all
Yeah.
drag. Like Plastique is drag, Naomi's drag. Like I'm
Yeah.
not saying that anything's not drag, but like I do love a fashion queen that also likes to like really go the fuck in with the makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We stand.
Period.
Yeah. And Kaya, you want that.
And Kai Kai, oh my god, well because Black Panther was like my top movie of that year, and also seeing Chucha in the fucking Namor outfit, like
Gay more.
smegmatized.
Yeah. Okay. Oaklash.
Loved. Oh my god, we were just watching your episode at home to like
Oh.
so that I could get into the mindset of being asked questions.
Mhm.
Loved so many icons this year too. Like JK, who was just recently on Dragula, was there. She had the time of her life. Seeing Naomi again, Tenderoni, fucking in the Bay, fucking it up in the Bay. It was magic.
You had a DJ set.
I DJ'd at Fairyland.
Yeah.
During the day while the sun was still out.
Oh shit! Yeah, you were at Fairyland. That was fun. Did you
Yeah.
like being up in that?
I did. If they do
Crow's
Fairyland,
Nest?
yeah. If they do Fairyland again, I would love the same time set. You know, beggars
Mhm.
can't be choosers, but I would love to do that again. That was really fun.
Yeah.
It was cold as fuck, but I'll prepare next time.
Was it called? I don't remember.
I mean, it's the elevation.
Yeah, the
I was
elevation.
all the way up
yeah,
there.
you're like in a wind.
Can you put in footage just to like make
Absolutely.
sense? Okay.
Yeah. Do you have footage for us?
I do.
Yeah,
I have,
so
I have a
that's-
funny
yeah.
video. I think Chucha got it of me up there during Honolulu's set. Honolulu is a part of like Bushwig in Brooklyn, and she DJ'd right before me. And we're up there with our friend Simone, who recently passed as well, but she was also a organizer for Bushwig. And we're all just up there keying and like listening to her set, but I'm vaping up there, and from that angle that Chucha shot it from down below, it looks like I'm vaping like dead ass in her face.
This happened to watch it today.
And it's so funny. I'll send it to you so you can use it. But I just I know that I paint. You know, I look real spooky, but I'm really nice.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just looks like I'm a bitch. Sometimes it looks like I act like a bitch. But hopefully, with this episode, y'all will actually like realize that like I'm actually really cool, and like sweet and kind, and I just want to vibe. You know what I mean?
Work. I think that might happen after this episode. So Pride. How's your Pride?
Oh my god, it was a whirlwind. I was so sober. I was so sober like the 3 months before Pride, and I'm really proud of my sobriety that I had there. But Pride really was like, okay, girl, you better get that margarita. That was fun though. Not to make it seem like I
What
like
were your
relapsed or
Pride
anything,
gigs?
but all of them. Oh my god, so I think we did a fake and gay Pride. I don't remember. We definitely did a Squish Pride, and then I DJ'd Pink Block, which is my
Yeah.
first Pink Block ever, and we actually
Were
hung
you in the
out.
drag stage or were you in a different stage?
I was the oyster stage where you, like
Okay.
everyone first walks in, they see like that like Venus oyster
Yeah.
behind us. I started early. I was like maybe like the second to first opener because I'm still pretty new, so like I don't mind taking an opener slot. And I did, and I bodied that, and it was really fab. And then I just proceeded to like hang out. I was Aja was there from Drag Race,
Mhm.
and I was her artist liaison, and I was her DJ at one point too when she did the main stage, and then later she did the drag stage.
Yeah.
And that's when, like, how drunk was that girl?
You were holding it together. I
Oh,
didn't.
fab.
Yeah, actually, you were kind of like a stabilizing force. I feel like it's a little chaotic at that stage.
No, 100%. Has that always been a stage too? Because that was my first Pink Block I've never done before.
That was my second year doing it, and it was the same. It was the same location. So yeah, I think that is
Did you have
the
fun
stage.
though?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
It was a really
Except
cute
I don't
lineup.
like the wind because
Mhm.
like you'd grab tips, put it on the floor.
Hot
flies away.
take, but if they took the stage that I was on with like the whole like regalia, because it was very like colorful, very like
Mhm.
poppy, and we had like that big oyster like prop behind us. If we took that stage to where the drag stage was and then
Mhm.
flipped it so that like when people coming in like see actual like performances from local Bay Area
Mm-hmm.
talent too, because like there was drag performers and then there was also like Pussy Riot performed
Yeah.
on that stage too.
Yeah.
So there was also like non-drag performers too. That could be fab.
Yeah.
You know, and then like
I
don't know.
feel like it's kind of the shittiest location for that party.
that wind
it's like
carries
it-
through
yeah.
that area.
It's also just like at the very back, and then it also faces out,
Mhm.
which I understand. It's like you don't want all that like noise entropy or whatever, but I feel like next
Entropy.
year, yeah, I don't know if I use that word right, but
I like it.
yeah,
Entropy.
yeah,
Also preface this, the Polyglam boys, we love so much, actually. Yeah, Mark and Bea. If I'm forgetting you, I'm so sorry. It's because my brain. Love y'all so much. I love the Polyglam crew.
Yeah.
Like especially like they're a burner camp, right?
they are. Yeah,
There's a lot of burner camps that like are difficult to deal with.
who?
I don't remember.
Okay,
Wait. They used to be difficult, but now I'm booked for them, so I can't say. But I do love. I think everyone is. I think people are paying attention in a really cool way.
yeah,
And in a very necessary way. And if you haven't paid attention, you need to start paying attention. And if you haven't said something, you need to say something.
have you been to Burning Man?
I don't think I could do it.
I feel that.
Just like
I think you would body it.
have I been bodying?
Yeah, you've been.
I would body it so hard that I would make a paste with the playa dust.
Hmm.
I think that's what would happen. I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah,
I wear pleather.
yeah,
You wear pleather.
yes.
You piss on pleather.
Oh my god, the color is like falling apart.
That's
Okay. Drag Queen of the Year. Did you watch?
I paid $30, you know. I
Mhm.
watched it. Next year I think I want to go.
Yeah,
Want to go.
I want to go.
Let's go.
Okay, next year we'll go.
Yeah.
Cute.
Where was it? Was it at the Montalban? I love the Montalban. I did a Peaches Christ show at the Montalban.
Oh, gag.
I was in Troop Beverly Hills because I like the sound of the name.
Yes.
Yeah. I almost
Did
slept
your
through
character have
it.
a name?
Yeah, it was Carla Gugino's character in the original movie. Like the rich
sent her.
like equestrian girl.
Mm-hmm.
But I carried the night before and I slept through my alarm and I woke up 30 minutes before the matinee showing. And my phone was dead. And so like God woke me up and was like, "Girl, you need to get it together." This was during the Demon Tweak era.
Yeah.
And I lied to them. I said that like I slipped in the shower and like I just woke up and the shower was still running, like all that. I got in quick drag real quick.
Did
I
they
came
believe
down
that
there.
lie? Because that lie is so
They
crazy
probably
to believe.
they probably didn't. Girl, they probably didn't. But like I told them that I was gonna get there, and I got there like maybe like 5 to 10 minutes before curtains opened, and yeah, Peaches Christ, you have every right to hate me, but just, I want to let you know that I'm doing so much better.
That's so funny to me. Just you be like, yeah,
My
I
story
fell in the
is-
shower, knocked me out.
Right? I'm like,
I
"Oh,
woke
I'm
up-
so sorry, and they were like, hey, we're just checking and making sure. Jellyfish was in it.
Uh-huh.
And this is when we were all using Facebook, and she posted on like Facebook with those like that like block text or like that kind of like Facebook's version of the create version.
Oh,
of
yeah,
the
yeah,
IG
yeah.
story. Being like, hey, has anyone checked in on Beverly? She's not answering on any. I'm like, oh my god, like this is bad. But I did end up showing up. I did end up doing it. Did I have like a blaring hangover migraine the whole time? That's showbiz, baby. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Okay. There are a few roasts this year. I feel like it was like the year of roasts. Did you go to any of them? You DJ'd at one.
I DJ'd the Shiksa one. I saw you at y'all were there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was wild. They didn't talk about me enough.
Beverly Chills is here, pressing play and moving that volume button up and down between bumps of coke.
Oh my god, you did a really good job, girl.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of you. No, I think
You
you
did
were
body
maybe you're definitely my favorite. I mean Rexy was my favorite. I think
Rexy was
Rexy's
iconic. It was
everyone's
really
favorite.
good. Oh my god.
It was Derek Barry. Have you seen like Derek Barry drunk roast?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very that respectfully.
Mm-hmm.
Because Derek bodied like body so much that they almost like they got the like Apollo like
Kane. Yeah.
to get her off.
Mhm. Oh.
Tracy Luttrell, whatever
Tracy-
she called
yeah.
her. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Mitra.
Did you go to any of the other roasts?
I wanted to go to the Cochino one so bad.
She is proof that anyone can do a podcast. Please welcome to the stage, Phoebe Cates.
I don't know what I was doing that night. I think I was DJing High Tops. I DJ High Tops every second and fourth Thursday.
Okay, yeah. It
Give
was
you a reason to
Thursday.
go to High Tops. I
Yeah.
think I did. You should go.
I used to go to High Tops weekly.
What do you...
for trivia. For
Oh
like
my God,
2 years, I
wait.
went like every Tuesday.
If I maybe let them know that you are like a trivia gooner, would you ever do like a trivia there? Would you ever host one if they...
Oh, I would love. I think trivia at High Tops was like the height of my trivia
All
experience.
the boys
as a
used to
patron,
go.
yeah,
Yeah, or
I
they
used to go out-
might
yeah.
still, but...
yeah, no, yeah. Put a word in. I would
No.
totally do it.
Oh, that'd be so
Yeah.
good. Because we won. It was me, Cochina, maybe Clark, and Chucha. We won one of yours once.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember what we won. I think we won drink tickets. Which, hey,
Yeah.
take them away from
yeah,
me.
Yeah. Okay. Butch Queen. Did you go this year?
I went to the last 15 minutes because I got drunk at Lobby Bar. And I was watching the drag queen group chat that I have. And they
Mhm.
kept saying, like, Mama Celeste at one point was like, they deserved that win. Or, like, something to the extent where it read to me as, like, they already announced the winner. So,
Yeah.
like, everyone's going to start, like, funneling out of the theater.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, okay, fuck it. Like, another round. Like, da-da-da. And then someone also said something of, like, oh, wait, it could be, like, anyone's game. And I was like, well, what? Like, oh, what? And then we, like, showed up and I saw my bestie, Robbie, who was Mateo's partner. And
Yeah.
we just, like, hung out and watched Evion's Step Down Look, which, like, major.
Yeah.
The opener where she, like, comes out of the box and she has,
Yeah.
like, dust on her.
And
Like,
dust. Oh.
you got the mind of the fucking mastermind.
Mhm.
Like, so kind. And also, like, I know that y'all were gooning out about AliX. I agree, full-heartedly.
Mhm.
AliX is that bitch, and she's coming back. Black Eye, that song is so, like, when the synth starts at the beginning of that
Mhm.
song, like, oh, this kind of, like, I wear my sunglasses at night era that these pop
Yeah.
girlies are in. Like, Slater's Starfucker. I've been listening to that song, that whole album on repeat. This whole, like, 80s... early 2000s indie sleaze, like synth heavy shit. I'm just so good. And Glamputee, you fucking killed it.
Killed it.
Well deserved.
Have you seen their number yet?
I have. I've seen it.
It's sickening.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Beef did well too.
Beef did very well. She wore a wig, didn't she?
She wore multiple wigs.
Proud
I
of
styled
you.
one of them for her.
You could take the wig off too. You can wear the wig.
Yeah.
You could change your hair or you could change your clothes. You could change your mind. That's just the way it goes. But you'll always know your way back home. And also, I'm really proud of Chucha. Chucha is my niece, my little girly, and been proud of her well-rounded ship.
Yeah.
As far as being very vocal and being very pro-Palestine. We need more of that.
Definitely. I mean, like, Chusha's doing the work.
Yeah, we love Chucha
Yeah.
so much.
We goon for you.
I want to share a cigarette. I don't smoke cigarettes, but I would share a cigarette with Chucha.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I also don't smoke.
Would you smoke anything?
No.
Do you want to try my vape?
On camera?
I've been vaping. Y'all seen it?
It's like tobacco?
It's nicotine.
Nicotine?
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
the flavor is strawberry tonic, so you can think of it as a drink.
Okay, here, I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay. Do I have to press something?
No, just suck.
Just suck?
Yeah. Oh no. She's
Oh, that's so
gooning.
nice!
She's gooning.
I like it. Oh, effervescent.
Wait, do you taste it at all?
I do. I taste it. It actually tastes really good.
It's kind of poppersy too, because it gives you like a little
Yeah.
lightheadedness.
Yeah. I have asthma and I'm wearing a corset, so I might just die at some point.
Fuck, dude. Okay, I'm getting canceled.
No, it's fine. If I die in camera, it's like worth it, the views. Okay.
No, but like if she does die, like you'll step in, right?
I'll put it on Patreon. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where I am. The lift dropped me off here.
Continuing with our year in review.
Okay.
What are your favorite movies of the year?
Bottoms was so good. Did you see Bottoms?
Yes,
Yeah?
that's
Oh my
on my
God.
list.
Okay,
That's
so
on my list.
oh fab. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Because I saw it this week. I saw it 2 days ago. I went to 3 movies that I know. I'm sorry, but Rachel Sennett has had enough of my money.
Yeah.
You know, she's probably like Beverly. Stop.
Did
Like,
you watch
need that.
Bodies?
I watched did
Oh.
that come out this year too?
No,
Was that
it was
last year?
2 years ago, I want to say.
You listen to her podcast. Wait, what?
That
But
was what-
Rachel, that's where I discovered Rachel Sennett. And I'm just like,
so
star. Funny.
good. A star, very funny. Really cute. I feel like a makeout session with Rachel Sennett in LA it's in the works. I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
And also that soundtrack, like Charlie XCX, you killed it. You did
Mhm.
a really great job. At the end, when that song comes on, like when they like, it's so good. I'm like, it's just like, it's such a, I love millennial Gen Z's kind of like reclaiming the let's do a
Yeah.
teen rom-com movie
Mhm.
motif. So
Yeah.
good.
Any other movies that? Have you seen May
Barbie.
December yet?
No, I want to see May December because I love those two girlies.
Yeah.
That's on my watch list. If it's playing at the Alamo, I'll go see it.
Yeah.
Barbie,
Mhm.
easily. Girls do this. Girls can
Yeah.
do this.
Have you seen Rotting in the Sun?
Which one's that?
It's like this Chilean director.
Mm-hmm.
Sebastian Silva is the director. He's also in it.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
the hot one with the accent. Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
How with
cool.
the accent?
Yeah. It's a gay nude beach, so there's not that many vaginas.
It stars, co-stars like Jordan Firstman. But when you're talking
Oh
about,
wait, I want to see that.
yeah,
so
when you
bad.
talk about going up to people
Mm.
like coked out and drunk
Yeah.
and trying to like connect with them, it's like, oh, that is exactly like a scene from Rotting
Is that the
in Sun.
premise? Okay, because
Kind
I
of
saw
a
the
little bit,
trailer and I
yeah.
was like, there is so much. I love when a lot of shit happens in a movie.
Yeah.
Like that's why I was kind of like MCU pilled for a while because like just give it to me like one of those TikToks where like they're showing you something while like someone is like walking through like an AI generated like train like depot and collecting coins. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like just overload me so I don't think about like how despairing it can be to be a trans person in America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like Rotting in the Sun could definitely do that. Also, I made out with Jordan Firstman
Oh.
at a rave because he was like, "Do you have a cigarette?" I'm like, "No, but I can find one." And he was like, if you did, I could kiss you right now." And I found it, and I was like, "Where's my kiss?" And I lit it in my mouth, which I said to y'all, I don't smoke cigarettes,
Mhm.
but I did it for the bit and just to like I want to see what all the fuss is about.
Was it good?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably fine.
I mean, like I love like you know I'm Lana Del Rey's daughter. Like that should hit, and I think it did. But yeah, where can you watch it? Where did y'all watch it?
We rent. Oh, we
Oh, movie subscription.
Yeah, we subscribe to
Is this gonna
Mubi.
be our first? We need a sponsor.
I think
Oh,
y'all could get
yeah,
movie. I think
Mubi.
after this one, y'all could get movie down.
Okay, yeah,
'Cause
Mubi.
we're just like pop
Yeah.
culture. We've referenced Guy Fieri twice. I like David Lynch. If you look up Beverly Chill's
Mhm.
Enemy on YouTube right now, you can watch a Twin Peaks inspired digital drag performance that
it's
I
stunning.
made,
It's good.
directed, edited, all of it. I learned the bridge backwards so I could film it in forwards like they did like in the Black Lodge of Twin Peaks. Like please watch it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we referenced David Lynch. Rotting in the Sun. We'll get that and we'll send this one in
We'll
and
send
then we'll
this
get
in.
the movie.
You're gonna have. Oh my
ambassadorship.
god, yes. Okay, so you get me Mubi, and I'll get you into Outside Lands. Well, let's make a pact. Yes. Okay. That's just like the first category.
Right.
Okay. Albums. Favorite album of the year.
Okay, this is when we exchange our phones. I want to show you my top songs of 2023, and I
Oh
want
my
you
God.
to do the same.
Oh, Angel, I need my phone. Do you know where my phone is? Yeah.
In the meanwhile,
Yeah.
Starfucker, Slater.
Mhm.
I didn't know if I was gonna like be able to cuss or not, so I was like, okay, I could just say Starcuffer
Yeah.
because I do like puns. Starfucker was my top. Did Feed the Beast? Did Kim's album come out this year?
Yes.
That was really good. Claws, Something About You. Also, did you go to her Bill Graham show?
No. We had our housewarming
Wildly.
party.
The visuals, they took you there.
Yeah.
They took you there. That girl, she watches Defunctland.
Yeah.
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 So like an Imagineer down, I'm sure. And then there's a third one because I like threes, right?
Yeah.
What else came out this year? Oh, 100 Gex's album, 10,000 Gex was really good. And anything Gia Woods. A lesbian pop star. What else can you fucking say? Like, come on now.
The only thing I listened to this year was Jessie Ware. So just like that feels good. It was like probably like
How do you
my
feel
number
about
one
Jessie?
album. I love her.
Moves like Jack.
Moves like Jack. Oh, okay. So a lot of these are like when you're rehearsing a drag song. So,
Okay.
So they get.
There might be a couple of those.
Yeah.
Wait, no, actually, my number one
Mhm.
here, I'm gonna put this on your
Yeah.
lap. Is that okay?
Okay,
Do I have
yeah,
consent?
yeah. Put it on my lap.
The number one, I Got It Bad from Addison Rae was the song that I performed at Bushwig.
Okay. Cute.
That is also on YouTube. Do not watch it because
Yeah.
I did not sleep the night before. And it's just me like being sexy on stage. Actually, okay, you can watch it.
Do you know who so A&W is your number one Lana song this year?
I haven't done a cartwheel since I was 9.
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen my mother in a long, long time. I mean, look at me. Look at the length of my hair, my waist, the shape of my body. Content warning for sexual assault. But when she also like talks about like, if I had told anyone that I was R-worded, do you think that anybody would actually believe it? As a victim of sexual assault, like that hit me so impactfully as far as like, damn, this is happening in different area codes. Like,
Yeah.
it is hard to be a woman or femme presenting in this fucking life. It made me feel emotional, but it also made me feel like secured in the dark feelings and the overwhelming feelings of being a victim, a survivor. So that's why it's number 2.
Yeah.
Number 3, disco farts. Okay, so
Okay.
this is actually, I
Yeah.
think that's public domain, so we can.
Yeah.
Do you want to snip it?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it. Disco farts.
Is it picking it up good?
No, this is gonna get blocky territories. I'm sure it's not.
Blocked in my territory. Yeah, that's a good part.
Yeah.
It's number
Okay.
3 because I like to be stupid at the afters and
Mhm.
play it just randomly.
Yeah.
Um,
You play it a lot.
I
It's
do.
number 3.
It's number 3, girl. Like
That's a lot of plays.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, songs.
What are you doing now?
What's that? Oh, I guess we are. Yeah, those are the
Yeah.
number one songs. Okay, you're right.
Those are definitely the number 1.
I'm just going.
Yeah.
Okay. We could do a whole segment on music with Beverly, and it'll just be me like, never heard of that.
Welcome
Okay,
to my
yeah.
island. You know Caroline Polachek, right?
Oh yeah.
Caroline Tomb Raider Polachek. Okay, so when I brought up Papa Zanny and how we hosted the LA Rendezvous earlier,
Mhm.
that was the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
And Caroline Polachek did a DJ set and she
Oh.
toured. She was really fab.
Wow.
But I was walking around, I was also hosting, and I was getting confused as Caroline because I like have like this like new brunette era that I'm like featuring, and also like I'm Bricky. I love Caroline. I like bricky women in the music industry. I like bricky women in general. Like we're out here, we're looking hot, and you can't stop us.
Oh yeah, that one of my favorite albums this year was The Record with Boy Genius. So.
Oh my god. Okay,
Bricky
so
women.
when the non-binary Boy Genius dressed up as the twink for SNL,
Yeah.
I was like wet.
Our tiny little red undies.
And also their demeanor where they're kind of just like
Wait,
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
one's
it's funny.
is that
the
Julian?
shortest
That's
one.
Julian,
The
yeah.
shortest one, Julian. Get it.
Yeah.
Homeboy can like get it.
All 3.
No, actually that part too.
That part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I could get tanked with the tall one.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lorraine style tanked. Like I could like have some real fun with that one. And then with Phoebe, I could cry with Phoebe at the afters for sure.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
do like a fuck, marry, kill with the Boy Genius.
Oh,
Ooh.
I would. Oh, so you would fuck Julian?
Yeah.
I would fuck Phoebe.
Can you
I'd-
choose the same person twice? No. That's not that there's no funness to that. Okay, so I would actually marry Julian because if you get married to someone, you can fuck them. I would fuck Phoebe. Would I kill the one I would get Lorraine Choisid with? Damn. What's her name again? Lori?
Lucy.
Lucy. Sorry, Luz.
Yeah.
Sorry, Luz. Sorry, microphone. I just like whacked her.
Yeah, I really can't kill any of them. I mean, maybe
The kill is always really
Yeah.
hard, especially when it comes to music.
I feel like I would kill Julian just because I feel like I could take their place musically.
you have to kill me too, and then I'll fuck
Yeah.
Julian in heaven.
Yeah.
You have to
That's
promise me.
dark,
You have to
yeah.
promise me that.
I'd marry Lucy, fuck
Yeah.
Julian, kill Phoebe.
Yeah. I would.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Well, I would
Wait,
definitely.
Was that what
ma-
I said?
I would also marry Lucy. Do you say marry Lucy?
No, I said kill.
You said
Okay.
kill Lucy.
Okay.
Lucy.
I like yours. If I could choose again, I would choose Angels. Wait, do y'all remember the Oaklash video where I like try to be funny and I try to reference like you asking Angel a question on live TV, but I forget Angel's name, and so there's just like a 5-minute space of me being like, let's ask
Season passes, weekend passes.
Yeah, exactly. Angel, where do we go?
I googled it. It was very easy.
Yeah. How's your Oaklash been so far?
I don't know. Let's ask Angel. That part is like so cringe, but very iconic.
Oh my god, that was one of the cringiest moments of the year for me. I was just like, what is my fucking problem?
You were just like, no, you were like, you were.
Yeah, I was too comfortable.
in
I was
the-
too comfortable.
yeah.
I was
Also,
uncomfortable,
more of
but
those
also
moments, like
yeah.
more drag on local TV.
Okay, so
Did you have fun?
I've been on local TV 3 times this year. In drag twice, and then once in plain clothes, and that was probably like the cringiest one. We'll put it on Patreon. We'll put it on Patreon.
It's
Yeah,
so
we'll
good.
flash it. It's really cringe.
True for longtime shopper Robert Perez when we asked him how he felt about the store closing.
I did not hear that. Oh no.
Day is the 22nd.
Oh my gosh, you know what? I did not even notice. I am bummed. Oh no. And I was like wearing Crocs and like
Oh, you were RuPauling under
yeah.
that.
It never made
The
it
Crocs
onto
didn't make it
they
onto
didn't make it on the cut. But I distinctly remember like the cameraman like can I get footage of
No.
you walking away? I was like, okay. And then he straight up just like focused on the Crocs while I walked away.
You gotta
I
say
was like,
no. You can
yeah,
say no to
I
things.
should say no to things. Anyways.
I recommend saying no.
Okay. All right. Moving on.
Yeah.
TV shows.
Are we back on?
Yeah, back
Patreon?
on.
or back on YouTube?
Yeah.
Listen, if you're not on Patreon, you're only getting half of the story.
Yeah.
Subscribe now, and you can see maybe something falling out. I don't know.
We can't put
okay,
that on
favorite
Patreon,
TV
yeah.
shows. You can't put that on Patreon.
I think maybe you could get away with it, but I feel like
It's Patreon. Like you
No,
can't.
it's-
You can't sell pussy on
It
Patreon.
can't be like explicitly like sexual, but
It'd be, like,
nudity is
artistic.
fine. Yeah.
it is art. It is art.
This is art.
It's art.
Oh.
Get the boulets in here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Don't want what you want let out. Favorite TV shows.
This doesn't give us trouble too.
Did it?
We only watched one brand new show
What was it?
this year.
Speaking of Carla Gugino.
Yeah.
Oh, the Fall of the House.
Fall of the House, I'm
That
not
was
sure,
good.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
was really good.
But
Also,
everything else we can
Mike
think of is just
Sullivan.
like- yeah.
That's his name, right? Mike Sullivan.
Flanagan.
Mike Flanagan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you all seen like everything that he's done? Pretty much. Have you all seen The Houses?
Yeah. No. We watched all the Netflix stuff. Is Houses
Watch the
on
second.
Netflix?
I mean, if you're gonna like choose which one to watch
Oh,
first.
Houses. Yeah. House. Yes, we watched.
Bly
all of
House is my favorite. The
Mhm.
first one's also really good.
them. Mhm.
He did Doctor Sleep, which is like the unofficial sequel to The Shining,
Mhm.
which got Stephen King's approval. Which
Wow.
like if you know like any kind of like lore about like Stephen King like not being okay with how his projects or his books are turned into movies, like that is a good sign, I guess.
Yeah.
I just like the way that he interweaves like actual real life trauma that
Yeah.
the human like life experiences with like supernatural lore.
Yeah.
Baby, what were we talking about as far as TV shows? She's queening out,
Yeah.
baby. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No.
I love you. I'm gonna make out with you later.
That's okay. We couldn't figure it out. I think.
No, but like, Love and Death, which is Elizabeth Olsen. She played that like that real life like axe murderer. Oh,
Okay,
spoiler,
we love
whatever.
Elizabeth Olsen. Okay.
So good, and also Lily Rabe is like in that. She was
Swamp Witch.
She was Swamp Witch in American Horror Story Coven. I don't know. TV was kind of a hard one.
Yeah.
I don't want to put it at the top of my list. I did watch it and experience it. It was The Idol, who also Rachel Sennett was in. I'm sorry, I liked it. I'm sorry.
It was like the one that was like panned, right? Is that the one
it was panned, yeah.
Yeah.
But it like I'm not playing devil's advocate. I'm just like I'm speaking as Beverly Chills, the LA born and raised like shitty farter who listens to disco farts. I think it was the first show of its kind that like made a TV show for people in the industry.
Yeah.
And it did something that the industry needs to hear, which is that pop stars can actually take charge of their image at the end of it and can actually like put the people that work for them in place instead of it being the other way around where like they like the pop star then gets like put in slavery and put in like a what was Britney and what was it called, a conservatorship that like at the end of it all a bitch who's fucking traumatized by the industry and traumatized by like the past of like her like her like her parents who want her to like perform and make the whole family money can actually like take charge and like re-own her image and shit. Did Sam Levinson really have a hand in that? I'm not sure because like the original show writer was a woman and maybe they did like use like the ultimate outcome at the end of the show based on the writings of a woman's story, which is what I'm hoping for. But I did like how a lot of the people that responded positively to the show were industry folk who like actually could like have a hand in like the shaping of how the industry could be run in the future. I didn't like Euphoria season 2.
I don't even know why she would say that.
I think they could have done more with
Was that this year?
Jules. It was last year, I think.
Okay.
But
yeah,
I'm so upset with how they like totally.
I didn't watch any of the
Jules's.
Euphorias. I watched like the first 2 episodes of the first season.
First season's really good.
I was like, no, it's too much for me.
I mean, it's
all
definitely
that trauma.
intense. It's definitely intense.
Yeah.
But like, Jules' storyline in the first season and in her like standalone episode during COVID is so good. And then they like completely like took a shit on her character in season 2. So like, they will not be getting any crumble cookies from me. Okay.
Yeah. Jacob Elordi's like blowing up. He's from Euphoria, right?
I just want to smell it.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to smell it.
Okay.
Oh, I want to see Priscilla. Have you all seen Priscilla?
I want to see Priscilla. I heard it's not that good, but it's really pretty. I mean, I feel like that's enough for me.
That's Sophia.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the bling ring, but I like the bling ring when I'm playing games on my phone.
Yeah.
Because it does get a little slow, but the soundtrack is good.
Yeah. Last one. Favorite drag performers of the year.
You know, I was thinking about this question on the ride over here, and it was an easy answer. I think Mother Two Spirit is like my favorite thing, like favorite person, favorite entity, favorite energy, favorite like, just like the way they just like smile and giggle at me whenever I see them backstage, and then I just like see them like shine on stage. Like Lisa's great too. I love them both.
Oh
yeah.
I'm getting so giggly just because I love like their energy together and individually too. But I feel like Mud definitely like worked their everything out this year, and I'm really proud. Bringing up Chucha again. Chucha has really outsold the crowd.
Yeah.
I love Heroine. I think like it's taken a while for me to like actually like go to the Castro for a drag queen.
Work.
And Hera's done it.
Wow.
I mean like Bianca Simone, BB Sweetbriar, Adriana, like Melanie, Sparkles. I'm missing a lot, and y'all are gonna give me shit the next time I see you at Badlands, but just know that it's in here. What's that one that I know that's probably gonna do it the most? What's her name? I'm gonna get so much shit. What's the one she does Hella Tight a lot?
Slow Hands? No. No.
What's her
Mocha?
name?
Miss Monstrosity?
I mean, love those. They already
Yeah.
know that I love them.
Yeah.
Betty Fresas.
Oh, Betty.
Oh, you're
yeah.
gonna give me so much shit, but I'm so sorry. And you're welcome. I love you. I'm a DJ. You're trying to ask me about like drag queens right now.
Yeah.
My head's
I'm
in
sorry,
the
that was a
music.
rude question.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Who else has been killing it? That's like kind of.
I have a Hammy on my list.
Oh my god, the Fresh Prince.
Yeah, Hands is on my list.
Oh my, I have Hands stickers.
Yeah. Nikki Snacks, they won Drag Queen of the Year together. 1 and 2.
Sisterhood.
Sisterhood. Glamp, obviously. Kai Kai. Other. Cheetos on my list.
I want to do a grindhouse. If I were to event produce a drag show, I want to do a grindhouse like 70s, like horror movie exploitation flick, kind of like callback. And I want like Cheetah's at the top of my list. Like I want her to do like a Faster Kill Pussycat or Faster Pussycat Kill number. Very like Foxy Brown vibe. She's on the top of my list to perform for that. But like I've loved like the Grindhouse movies like Planetary and Death Proof ever since like they came out in 2007. But like I've been in such a kick with those because both movies are such like trans allegories of like battered women reclaiming the power. You know, it's very cool.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna take a short break. When we get back, we're gonna finish this out. Okay, thank you. Ooh, that like barely fit.
I didn't expect it to. That's why I'm like,
Welcome back. Hopefully you've been enjoying this episode. As Beverly Chills mentioned, you can definitely consider joining our Patreon and helping us put it on. And
do more than consider. Just do it. What's the are there tiers?
There are tiers. What are the tiers, Angel?
We have the Crumb Dumpster tier, and then the special tier that gets shout outs on our episode is the Tier Cake tier.
Cute.
Slay.
Just two tiers. We should have like one more tier.
I think 3s are cool.
3s are cool.
Okay. All right.
Also, what's the price? Like, do we say price? Is that cheap? I don't
No,
care.
it's-
Y'all need to know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. If you were at once a subscriber of James Somerton, definitely you can now start subscribing to us because this is
There's a
all
lot of
original
sad
content.
queers watching this
Yeah,
right now.
all
I
you
see
sad,
you.
all
And
you sad
y'all
F-words.
are doing better because you're listening to
Mhm.
us instead. So why not support us while you listen?
That part.
What cry while you crumb?
Yeah. Body those tears.
God, did I say that too much?
You said it a lot. I love it.
But like, why aren't you bodying?
No,
it's about to be 2024.
No, I know.
Why aren't you bodying?
Yeah, so you're the body. Bodies,
No
bodies.
famia, no
Rachel said it.
famia.
Honestly, wow. Your legs are amazing.
Thank you. If you do see some hairs, it's winter time. I'm hibernating.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
is my version of hibernating. Am I going to the club after this? Maybe.
Maybe.
But that's my version of hibernating.
Okay, this is these are gonna be rapid fire questions. Okay,
My
did
favorite.
you watch Friends growing up at all?
I watched Friends and I'm rewatching it with Adam.
I'm
right
rewatching
now.
it too.
Okay,
Oh
so
my
what
God.
season
Okay.
are you on?
So I tried to
'Cause
get
we're on
them.
season 10. We are right there. We're almost done.
Wow, we started at 5 and we're moving forward. So we're at season 7 right now.
You started at 5?
Uh-huh.
We started at 2.
Okay, I want to go back, but I just needed to get them
2,
on board.
3, 4,
and I just know
my fave.
I just know. Oh, I was saying 5's the funniest season.
Which one's 5? Okay, so that is when he's dealing with like
They're hiding.
the
They're
British
hiding.
bitch.
No, that's 4.
Right, but like
hiding is
like 5 is like
She's right.
when he
What's that?
when
When
he
he's
said
dealing with her,
Rachel
yeah.
instead
Oh,
of
okay, yeah.
Which, oh my god, like just like you're mean.
Yeah.
Both of you, you're mean. Can y'all just like separate and not have to call each other and be like, "Oh, I made a mistake," or like, I'm rewatching to show him how great the female characters are. Like, I'm such a Rachel Phoebe.
Yeah.
And also like like he and I are also kind of like a Chandler Monica Joey Rachel hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
And It's so good. But we just we watched the season 10 episode with Gladys last night. Gladys and
Oh
Glynis.
yes. Okay.
And it's so creepy. But I also paint. I'll show you. I'll show. These are what I do.
Many hats.
Many hats. But I want to do one of those like really weird like expressionist like they're jumping out of the painting things because that's like so crazy. And also I feel like a lot of drag queens have like mannequins they don't want in their house anymore that I could like easily make into something weird. But yeah, the women in that show, Monica, Phoebe, Rachel, Chandler's dad, are all great.
Yeah. We're in the middle of like a Rachel sexually harassing tag part.
Oh
so
my God,
that's a little inappropriate for some of it didn't age well.
Yeah, none a lot
Lot of it
most
didn't.
of it did not age well.
Yeah.
But that's why I was so excited to share that we're on season 10 because we're almost out. There was only 10 seasons, but we're almost out. Yeah.
Yeah. So so Phoebe does this. It's like a test to like get to the truth, you know? So it's just rapid fire questions.
Yeah, just a test to get to the truth at the end of the interview.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So Coke or Pepsi? Don't drink in the middle of the
Coke, baby.
Okay. Leather or lace?
Lace. It's always leather.
We're wearing leather.
I know, but I do like lace. I like the way it feels in the club because it kind of scratches and like you can kind of feel the abrasions with the vibration.
Slater or Kim Petras?
Slater.
Oasis or The Stud?
Like right now in our day and time?
Just in general, the concepts.
Whichever one.
Platonic, Oasis, platonic Stud.
Platonic both and romantic when the stance of like political dollars doesn't interfere with your motives and how you actually like speak for and about your community and you support your community's safety.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
It depends on which one like actually like owns it, that actually like realizes like, oh hey, like our safety is top priority. You can't have fun, you can't have libations, you can't have like drink tickets, you can't have like good money that's not dirty money without like securing safety for your community.
Word. Dogs or cats?
Dr. Cats?
Dogs or cats?
Dogs. I'm sorry. I do love cats too, but dogs are just
actually,
like, come on, little Bubby. Come on, little Bubby.
I'll let you be on the leather part.
Yeah, come crumb.
Up. Over here. Oh my gosh, he's
Come on.
confused. He never gets.
It's right here. You can be right here. Yeah.
He's
Is he in
confused. Get in there. Okay,
do whatever you want.
Yeah, whatever. That's enough of that. Okay, Twinks or dolls?
Dolls. But like I'm a doll of Twink experience, so like if we ever want to switch it up, you can go back and forth. You know, sometimes like I do a little androgyne moment. You know, I do like I'm in a non-tucking era because I have been having some hemis. And that doesn't really work with the tuck it up sometimes. So like I've kind of been like, do your dick hang low? Do your dribble? Do your fuck? Because it's Christmas. It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas. You like your stockings hung with care.
Yeah. Molly or ketamine?
Ooh, ketamine. But Molly on the weekends.
Born to Die or Norman fucking Rockwell?
Born to Die. You know Adam Kraft doesn't like Born to Die?
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is like, we're unpacking it. I feel like 2024, we're going to be, I really want to find like a sports car or like a twink that loves Adam and me so much that he has a sports car and he wants to like speed around the Sunset District after the club at listening, like blaring Born to Die. I have it in my mind.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make it happen.
Cheers. Oh my God.
Yeah. Anything else? Is that it?
No, that's that's a quick fire.
Wagon wheel Watusi, baby.
It was actually supposed to be like really fast, but we took our time with it.
We like to be chill.
Yeah. We're chill. We're chill.
We're so
okay.
chill.
So that brings us to the end of our episode.
Okay.
But you know, Beverly can talk. Maybe we'll have her on again.
I had so much fun.
I had fun.
I had a lot of fun.
Okay, so help me yell out our cake tier patrons.
Wait, let me see. Which one do I want to say? Okay, I like this one.
You like that one? Okay. Why don't you go first?
No, you go first.
Okay. Rexy, Tapia,
Bella,
Anita Bump,
Ali Scat,
Clark Alexander,
Chris Hendricks,
Freddie Seipolt,
Die, Anna,
and Welcome back, Reign of Terror. Yes. Okay.
That sounds familiar.
Reign of Terror?
Yeah.
She's sickening.
Kai be my
Twitter,
cause.
Kai. Okay. Thank you. Thanks. Let's do this again.
And if you want your name on this, do you want Beverly Chills to say your fucking name? Do you want to say it? Do you want me to say it? Because I'll say it. I'm gonna say the word. If you subscribe to Patreon or Patreon. Just do it. Like, it's literally like, it's your money turns into queer money, turns into queer dollars, turns into queer drag, turns into this. So what's not to say no to? Look at the description, click on that, and you subscribe. It's just what you do.
Work. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're going to go to the club now. We'll see you there.
See you.
Bye.
Come meet us in the bathroom.
Where we can talk about our favorite music. Wait, can I do a crunch?
Yeah.
Is that good? You like that?
Yeah, that's great.
Like the roof is like falling. Did you see the house explode on Twitter?
Yes, that's crazy.
Someone quote tweeted it and they were like, "I bet it's a house that must feel good." I felt that. I felt that boots.